Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Republicans in the Senate giving up on the House GOP and deciding they're late. They're late for a very important date. When it comes to the budget reconciliation maneuver, Republicans in Congress have been trying. Speaker of the House Johnson had been holding the reins as he tried to get his one big beautiful bill. However, the coalition that makes up Trump's Republican Party has not been cooperative, with different factions making different and conflicting demands. The Senate has apparently had enough. They plan on moving forward with their plan as soon as next week. That means unless House Republicans get their act together quickly, the one big beautiful bill is not going to happen. Senate Republicans have a different plan. The plan is to split the package into two parts. The first is to hand a bunch of money to defense and federal law enforcement. The details aren't worked out yet, but it looks like hundreds of billions for the military and law enforcement, and not much else. Senator Lindsey Graham said, quote, "We are of the opinion that it's time for the Senate to move." That's political speak for, we don't think Johnson can pull it off. It seems like Johnson's biggest issue were those Republicans who actually wanted to make good on Trump's promises about the budget. Some were asking for $2 trillion in cuts. That was seen as impossible by Republican leadership. I feel like somebody's been saying that. So, what does this mean big picture? Budget reconciliations are a complicated process, and pulling off two is going to be difficult, both procedurally and because the larger package gives the leadership more leverage. Everybody gets something they want, and they can swallow something they don't. But once it starts getting broken apart, it becomes more difficult, because some Republicans might break ranks over a particularly uncomfortable part of the package. The other thing to remember is that the House will still have to okay whatever the Senate comes up with. A package coming from the Senate is likely to have even smaller budget cuts. So, there's no guarantee the House hardliners will go along with it. Not at this point. The short version is that as long as Democrats stick together, the budget reconciliation process, and therefore Trump's agenda, is getting harder and harder for Republicans to pull off. Who would have thought that Trump making conflicting promises in different states at different times during the campaign would cause an issue when it comes time to try to implement at least something resembling whatever he said during his campaign? If this continues down this path, some House Republicans are going to be left out in the cold, not be able to deliver what they promised their voters, and will have to answer for it at the polls. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.